All right, good morning, folks. We're going to get going. Let's start with a meditation. So feel free to take a seat. You can sit in a chair, you can sit on the ground, on a cushion. And take a moment to find your body and just wiggle your body, get comfortable. And it's good to see you all. Welcome. And once you find your seat, closing the eyes. And let's begin with finding the lower body, legs, hips. And starting with grounding. And notice the breath, couple rounds of breath. And gently emphasizing the exhale. Elongating the out breath. And then begin to notice where your awareness is, if it's drifting off. Maybe invite it back to the lower body, legs, hips. Finding the ground. And if possible, staying there. Just for a couple more breaths. And from there, just begin to notice where you're at currently. Where is your body and mind? And for some of you, when you first sit, it might not be totally calm, totally settled. So allowing that to be, and just noticing. What kind of sensations do you notice? What kind of thoughts are arising? What kind of emotions are there? And we're going to begin today's practice by just inviting whatever feelings, sensations, thoughts, if the mind is distracted, if the emotions are turbulent, just beginning by allowing that to be here. And if you notice that it feels like a lot, if it feels too much, we can do a couple things. Take your awareness and allow it to open or expand. And you can do that several ways. You can bring your awareness and just begin to notice the sounds in your environment. Or if you want to go through the kinesthetic route, you can use the feeling sense and begin to feel the room. You can even open your eyes if that helps. You can begin to feel the room, feel the walls, feel beyond the walls. And if your eyes are open, you can use your vision and open up the peripheral vision. So as your eyes gaze forward, or gaze forward and up, see if you can see through the corners of your eyes. What's the furthest outer edge that you can see currently? As you generate a quality of openness or spaciousness, see if it becomes a little easier to allow what's happening in the body, what's happening in the sensation body and the feeling body, and what's happening in the mind to be here. And then from that spacious quality, begin to come towards the experiences, the sensations, the thoughts and feelings arising in your field, and begin to touch them very gently with kindness, with a quality of compassion. And if you're a more internally oriented system, instead of going outward with your awareness, you might actually find yourself resting more deeply into the body. So feel what feels right for you. So if you're more of a body-oriented internal system, find your body and just rest the awareness naturally on the body and relax into the experience of your body and the natural sentience present in your body. Just allowing everything to be organic, natural, as it is. So we're not fighting, we're not resisting, we're letting go of the trying and doing. And just resting in the state of allowing. And from here, continue to be present with what is. And if you notice yourself getting absorbed or lost in the experience, catch yourself. Take a little step back from the experience and lean back into your observer self. And part of you that is aware of the experience and being with the experience. And one of my teachers actually called this extra attention. So we're always aware, we're always attentive, but we bring that little extra attention or extra awareness to the noticing of the experience. We might also call this mindfulness. So there's a slight sense that there's someone else almost here with the experience, being with the experience. Nice. And then let's bring the palms together in front of the heart. And find your center line right through the midline of your body and gently elongate the midline. And through the base of your midline, through the pelvic floor, imagine dropping your awareness and consciousness deep into the earth, finding the root. So anchoring the center line deep into the earth. Taking a breath there. Next time when you take a breath, you may feel the inhale rising from the earth up through the body, up into your center line. And on the exhale, you might feel yourself melting and resting back into the earth. Try that several times. Pay close attention to the out breath. And see if you can release more tension from the body on the out breath. Surrender a little bit more each time. And then from that midline, reaching through the crown and extending all the way up through the ceiling into the sky and connecting to the sky and the heavens. And And perhaps on the inhale, there's a sense of drawing the heaven in towards the center line. And as you exhale, expanding and opening to the sky. So the center channel becomes larger, longer, and extends beyond the body, the confines and limitations of the body, forming a pillar that extends all the way into the heavens and down deep into the earth. And from here, connecting to your intention for today, what are you inviting into your practice? And it could be a really personal reason why you're here to practice. You can have more of a universal intention of serving others or caring for all beings. Totally up to you. And allow that to resonate through your midline. And then let's invite in our unseen helpers, ancestors, spirit guides, spiritual teachers, inspirational figures. Imagine through the collective field, you're connecting with these beings and you're inviting them to support you in your practice today. And if you want to do a visualization, you can imagine them right in front of you and above you in a field, like a stadium, of all these beings cheering for you and sending you positive energy, sending you their support, guidance. And may these inspiring beings interrupt our mind stream and interfere in our minds to support us in our practice today. To them, and then to all beings in the collective field. May all beings be happy, may all beings be healthy, and may all beings be free and find peace. And may this practice contribute to that in some way. And lastly, I want you to just take a moment to notice all the beings that are going to be practicing with you today. And wherever you are, even though you might be physically alone or physically confined in a room, take a moment to see if you can sense and notice that there are other beings right now practicing somewhere in this world that are on the same vibe, same frequency with you. And allow them to be here with you and wish them well for your practice, for their practice. And let's do a little bowing. So just a physical bow into the space, into the practice. Okay, welcome. Great. So slowly open your eyes. Begin to wiggle your body. Take a breath. Shake your arms out. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to come up to a standing position. Let's start with some shaking. Bend the knees and begin to bend and strain the knees and shake and bounce the body. Take a slow, deep breath in and a long exhale. Make a little sound on your exhale. Shake those arms out. Find your body, find your feet for me. Feel the ground. Slow, deep breath in. Sound on the exhale and shake. And let's go through the body. So starting with the feet, again, melting the feet into the ground, getting the feet soft and letting the feet melt into the floor. And bringing awareness into your ankles and softening the ankles. And relaxing the calves, ungripping your calves. And melting the knees. And releasing and softening the thighs. Just, if you can't really ungrip or soften the body, just bring awareness into these areas. And that's good enough. And moving awareness into pelvis. So we're going to spend a little extra time with the hips. So just move the hips around and shake the hips as you bounce. See if you can let the glutes go, the front of the hips, and naturally into the lower belly and lower back that connects into the hips. Take another deep breath in. I want you to make a deeper guttural sound on the exhale. Deep breath in. So notice how much tension you're holding in the core there. And make another deep guttural sound. Let it go. One more. And allowing the movement to move up into the rib cage and mid-spine. So you might notice there's some holding here right through the diaphragm and the rib cage. So take a moment to wiggle. You can go side to side, forward and back, and bring some movement right into the intercostals and the ribs. Make more sounds if you like. Inhale. Two more breaths. Again, inhale and sound. Last one, inhale. Good, moving into the chest, upper back. Let's target the chest, upper back, neck, shoulder as a unit. So you're gonna breathe all the way up into the chest, neck, upper back. Bring the elbows up and then shake the arms out. And shake all the tension and energy out, down the arms, out the fingertips. And do it again, inhale. And shake. Release it down into the ground. And one more time. Inhale. Shake it out. Okay, if you want to do that a couple more times on your own, you can do that. Otherwise, feel the whole body and shake the whole body. Make it a little bit more intense. Keep making sounds at your own discretion. Check the body. See if there's any other spots that are still feeling a little bit more tight here. And move into those spots. Release those areas. Check the hips again, legs, back, spine, neck. Move the base of the skull and the neck too. And so your head might move around like a bobblehead. Relax the jaw, face. And we'll make the shaking more intense now before we end. So last 10 seconds, make it intense. If it feels too much, back off. 10, 9, 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Pause. And just standing, eyes closed, feeling body and feeling the ground. Now here, I'd like you to bend your knees and let the body sway forward and back very slightly. Leaning forward and leaning back. And see if you can keep your spine and neck soft. So when you lean forward, your head's going to tilt forward a little, and then when you lean back, the head's going to tilt back. Okay, keep leaning forward lightly, just a couple inches to anywhere from half an inch to an inch, a couple inches, so you don't fall forward or back. Slight lean forward and slight lean back. Next, leaning and shifting the weight side to side. Lean into your right leg, lean into your left leg. Imagine that you are like bamboo swaying in the wind. Strong but flexible. Firmly rooted and stable, but pliable and mobile. Shifting side to side. And see if you can soften the tension in the neck, shoulders. Let the arms be relaxed. Nice. Next, place your palms right on the lower belly. So find your navel And go a couple inches below your belly on the dantian and place your palms right on the dantian. So you find your belly button, just walk your fingertips down the happy trail a couple inches, palms on the lower belly. And now take your stance, let's see, you can bring your feet pretty close together if your balance is good. Otherwise, keep your stance a little wider. And then we're gonna go in a circle now. So you're gonna go to the side, to the left, lean forward, lean to the right, lean back into the heels. And go in a circle, left, forward, right, heel. Okay, at your own pace. Take a breath, relax into the movement, ground down into the feet. Bamboo swaying in the wind. Now, as you're circling, if you have your eyes open or closed, bring the awareness down into the dantian area and down towards the feet. So there's a sense of stability. There's a sense of the center of the body as you sway. Take a breath. Relax into the movement. Ready? And reverse. Go in the opposite direction, swaying. Relaxing into the movement. And relax. Release the hands. Take your feet wider and just stand and notice how you feel. Relax your awareness. See if you can feel the body and see if you can also feel the field. Right? And when I say the field, it's the space beyond the body, the rest of your perceptual experience. We call it the field. And then there is your midline in your body, resting in that field. Put your weight right into the center of the feet, finding center, taking a breath here. Great. Next, shake your legs out and slightly kick your legs as you lean from one leg to the other. Shake the arms out. Feet a little wider than the hips, knees bent, arms up. Inhale, straighten the legs out. Look up. As you exhale, bend the knees, drop, and shake the arms and neck, shoulders out. Release the traps. Inhale, pull the arms up, lift. Breathe into the lungs, fill up. Exhale, drop. Shake the shoulders out. Releasing. Inhale and drop. So notice I'm leaning forward with my spine and letting go of my neck on the way down. Inhale, open the ribs, and exhale, drop. Shaking all the tension out from the week. 2 more. Inhale, drop. And keep going. Let's take a couple more. Inhale, and drop. Next, we're going to work through the joints. So walk your feet together, knees touching, cup your knees, rotate those knees. And we're going to move through the joints fairly quickly today. So as you're rotating the knees here, if your balance is challenged, walk your feet further apart. But do your best to have the knees touching so they're supporting each other. Take your gaze down and focus on the lower body. Imagine you're screwing the feet into the ground, spiraling. Take a deep breath into the legs and knees. Long exhale. Feel the lower body. And reverse. And bend and straighten the knees. Bend, straighten, and bend. Nice. And come on up. Hands on hips. Again, bend the knees. And begin rotating the hips. Go slow. If your balance is good, close your eyes. Feel your pelvis and hips. Bring the consciousness, bring the awareness down into the lower body, into the hips. Find the breath. Relax into the hips. And reverse. So if you're at home and no one's listening, keep playing with sounds. As your body is releasing tension, you may want to make sounds. So go for it. Sweet. And let it go. Shake the legs out again. And let's work the spine. So hands on hips and simply rotating the spine in circles. It's kind of like the hip rotation, but the emphasis is more on the spine. And make sure you let the neck go and let the head pull on the spine as you go in a circle. So as you tilt the head to the side, you're letting the spine stretch to the side, and you go back, tilt the head back. When you go forward, drop the chin and reach the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale as you go back, and exhale as you come forward. And find the pace that works for you, but try not to go too fast because people have been known to get dizzy and topple over a little bit. So just be careful, watch your balance, keep your stance wide. Stay aware of your feet. You may want to keep the eyes open. And then reverse. When you go back here, really try to lift the chin so you get the stretch to the chest and the throat. Open up that front line, the front channels. Nice. And release. Next, arms and shoulders. Fingertips rotate in towards the body. And then pull back and through. Reach back with the fingertips. Internal rotation to the shoulders. Okay, and then roll forward. Pull through. And roll forward. Rotating. Go slow on this one. Make the movement nice and smooth if you can. Nice, looking good. Yeah, when you reach the hands through like this, tilt the head forward so the neck doesn't strain. And the tilting of the spine really allows the shoulder blades to open up and abduct from the spine. Couple more. Sweet. Next. Other way. Forward. Turn the hands. Part the curtains. Reach the arms back, tilt forward. Reach back. Rotate the hand. Pull through. Turn hands. Pull the curtain open. Keep the elbows bent. Reach back and pull through. Open chest and heart. And pull through. Continue. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Keep going. Couple more. Good. Bend the knees, ground into the legs, and then pull open the heart. And exhale, release. Whew. Shake it out. Arms out to the sides. Remember, elbows bent. Wrist cocked, drop the chin, and roll the neck and head from one side to the other. And if you like, rotate the wrists. If you can, rotate the wrist as you roll the neck and head from side to side. Opening the channels, running through the neck, down the shoulders, down the arms. A bunch of meridians that run down those arms. So roll the wrists around as you roll the neck. And release, shake it out. Let's shake the whole body. A couple seconds here. Loosen everything back up again. Close your eyes and feel the body. Exhale through the mouth, let go of the jaw. Okay, trembling horse. So today we're going to be focusing a bunch on releasing, because I know some of us, we've been cooped up at home, so we're really pent up. Okay, so we're going to do a bunch of releasing stuff. So let's start with the wrists, hands and wrists, and then move up into the forearms. Okay, and then shoulders. I want to see a nice good shimmy. Okay, then move it into the ribs if you can, and the hips. Good. Thighs and calves all the way down to ground. Don't worry, no one's watching. Wrists. It can look as silly and funny, as awkward as it needs to be. Forearms. And the Steph Curry shimmy. Ribs, hips, and thighs and calves. Okay. So what I'm doing with my legs here is bending and straining my knees rapidly like this, so the quads and the hamstrings jiggle, and I'm taking it down. So the overall action here, and the trajectory is going from the wrist, coming into the shoulder, neck area, and then pushing and shaking down into the ground. So the energy is releasing into the earth as we shake, right? We're dispersing that into the earth. Okay, again, wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders, down towards the ribs, hips, thighs, and calves. Trembling horse, again. Okay, couple more. Wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders, ribs, hips, thighs, and calves. One more. Whew. Shoulders, ribs, hips, thighs, and calves. Good. Release. Take a moment, catch your breath. Okay, next one. Old man tide pole. Knees bent. Bring the arms up. So keep the elbows bent here. Don't bring the arms all the way to the side, just to like a 45-degree angle. Okay, not here, around here. Inhale. Fill up the lungs, lung sound. Shh, fold forward, shh, making that sound as you exhale. Shake the arms out. Imagine clearing the lungs out. Let's do that part again. Practice. Inhale. Arms up to 45, knees stay lightly bent. Drop the spine forward and drop the arms. Shh, and swing those arms. Shh. Again, bring the arms up. Inhale, expand. Good. Arms to the sides and drop. Shh. Clear the lungs. Shh. Rolling up. Inhale, reach the arms up, curl the fingers lightly. Keep a little space in the palms. Heart sound, chin up. Hands come to shoulder ribcage level. Pull the elbows back, make the spleen sound. Fold the ribcage into the organs. Let's do that again. Inhale, curl up. Roll the spine up, curl the fingers, chin up. Fold the ribs in. Again, inhale. Curl the fingers, chin up. Again. One more just to practice. Keep your chin up as you're making the ha sound. Then drop the chin for the hu. Release. So the first part of the exercise with the arm shaking is for the lungs. So you can kind of visualize the lungs releasing stress and tension and emotion, stuck emotion. The second part is for the heart. Ha. And the last one's for the spleen, which is on your left side. So let's go from the beginning. So what you're going to do is 1 lung and 3 ha-hus. All right. Inhale. Roll up. Inhale. Ha. Fold. Hoo. Inhale. 2 more ha-hus. Ha. Higher pitch. Ha. Lower the pitch. Hoo. Fold. 1 more. Inhale. Curl fingers. Chin up. Ha. Folding. Hoo. And then we repeat from the beginning. Lungs. Inhale. Curl up. Inhale. Chin up. Curl the fingers. Ha. Hoo. Inhale. 2 more. Ha. Hoo. You have to make the sounds, okay? Inhale. Ha. Hoo. From the beginning. Lungs. Inhale. Inhale, come up. If you need to go a little faster, go for it. Work with your breath. Inhale. Fold. 1 more. Remember, you gotta fold forward. Head forward, ribs into the organs. And relax. So that exercise, you can do 9-10 repetitions, rounds, or more. When you start to feel dizzy or winded, just stop then. Notice how you feel after. Notice how you feel through the chest, right through the ribs. Okay, so next one. So next one's for releasing some anger, aggression, if there's some of that stuck in your body. It's really similar to the dropping arm exercise we did, but it's a little bit more directed. So you're gonna clasp your fingers together. Okay, make a fist with both hands. And be careful with this. Okay, take it easy at first so you get a sense of the movement and then gradually increase intensity. You're gonna take your feet apart into a nice, strong horse stance. You're gonna squat your hips. Okay, let me just show you first. And I don't want you to do it yet. I just want you to watch first. I'm gonna do it light first, and then I'm gonna show you full on. Okay, inhale. It's called chopping wood. So you're gonna bring the arms overhead like this as you inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna bend the knees and you're gonna throw your arms through your legs and make a sound. So when you do this, you wanna make sure you're relaxed. You're not locking up and tensing up, which will block the chi flow or the energy. You wanna imagine you're chopping through the wood. And you also want to make sure you're not going to hit your crotch if you're a guy or your groin's too hard. Okay? So do it light a couple times. Inhale, pull the arms overhead and chop. Good. Inhale. Okay. And if you feel comfortable with this, you can put a little bit more energy into it. Just make sure there's a sense of releasing the energy out through the hands and the fists. Go. Again. And repeat. Pull the arms overhead, breathe into the ribs. We'll do just a couple more. And last one. Come on up. Phew. So hope that felt good. If you like that one, feel free to do more of this later. That one releases the liver organ. So notice the right side here. If you tap the right side on the rib cage, this is right around where the ribs are where the liver organ is. And so you can see that in the action, the ribs are opening, and then again we're closing, just like in the Ha-Hu on the left side. And it's a little bit more aggressive because the liver energy has to do with that assertive energy. Okay, so let's work with that a little bit more, because again, for some of us cooped up in our home, there's a lot going on. We can feel powerless at times. And in those moments, opening up the liver chi could be very healthy, because when we feel stuck or stagnant and squelched, our life force feels squelched, the liver can get stagnant. And then that can lead to a feeling of stuckness and depression and whatnot. So we want to free up that chi. And this is very important because the liver also governs the overall flow of the chi in the body. So take your stance wider here. Nice horse stance, wider than the hips. Feet parallel, bend the knees. And lightly push the knees out, so you're pushing out into the pinky toe and the heels. From here, drop the tailbone ever so slightly, not a lot. Just a little tuck. Tuck the chin back and reach the crown up so the spine elongates in two directions. Pull the hands back by the ribs, elbows pulling back. Inhale. And you can actually open the ribs up and arc the back slightly into an extended position. And as you exhale, you're going to drop into the hips, pull the ribs back, and then push the hands forward. Turn the palms up. Inhale, pull back with the arms. Arc the spine. Turn the hands. Sink, tuck the tail, pull the ribs in and push. Inhale. Now, as you're pulling and pushing, imagine you're moving the chi or the energy. Be very gentle. The funny thing here with energy is that the more relaxed we are, actually the more energy moves. And the more we tense up, the more we lock up the channels. Inhale. Breathe into your ribs, sink, pull the ribs back, press. Turn the palms facing up. Inhale, draw back. Open the ribs, sink, and press. Two more. Inhale. Sink, pull the ribs back, press. And one more. Inhale. And exhale, sink and press. And release. Pull that heavens once. Ground into the floor. Extend the arms out to the sides. Lift the arms up as you inhale. At the top, turn the palms facing down. Bend the knees and draw the awareness, the chi, down. Guide the energy down. Through the body. Into the ground. And pause here again for a moment. Bring your weight into the center of the feet. Close your eyes. Just standing and feeling the body. Next, take your hands, find the dantian. So find your navel, go a couple inches below the navel, and we're going to start lightly tapping the lower belly, dantian. Now as you're doing this, bend your knees, squat the hips, so you stay grounded and stable, and begin to stimulate the core and dantian. So after releasing all that energy, which is good to clear out, it can be a little disorienting and ungrounding at times. So we're going to start working on rooting the chi back and stabilizing the system after that. So as your core feels comfortable with the striking, you can increase the intensity of the striking gradually. And we're trying to wake up the dantian and open up the chi flow right through the dantian. Keep going. Oh, just a second. Sorry, I think my gas stove was on, so I turned it off. Okay. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, squat, strike a little harder. Now feel free to close your eyes if your balance is good and focus your consciousness and your awareness right into the core. Imagine melting your mind and the tension in the body down into the core. Awareness sinking into the core, into the dantian. And pause. Rub the dantian down. Take a deep breath into the belly. Now take the other hand and rub the heart chest area down, middle dantian. So as you're rubbing the belly, also rub the chest. Take a nice deep breath into the belly and chest. Now take both hands, take the fingertips, and I'd like you to tap the center of your sternum. Right through the breastbone here. Up and down. Just notice and see if there's any tension in that area. Lift the chin. We're going to make the heart sound again. So as you're tapping the chest, we're going to go and release tension from the chest. Feel free to repeat that at your own pace. And while we're at it, take the hand and tap the upper corner of the chest, so we're stimulating the lung point. Same thing, breathing out of the mouth, making a little bit of a sound. Breathy exhale. And do the other side, removing the stagnation in the chest area. Great, and release. Shake it out. Now take your palms, rub them together. And so when we get stressed out, we store tension in a lot of different places in the body. In times like this, when we get really stressed, we might feel some tension in the chest, neck, shoulder area. So we're going to do a couple of things to release that. The first thing I'm going to have you do again is rub the chest with the palm and turn the other hand up with the palm up. I want to move forward so you can just see this more in detail. And then from here, inhale. And then exhale, slide the hand down the arm towards the palm of fingertips. Imagine pulling the stuck energy out and shaking it out. Again, rub, inhale. And exhale, slide down the arm to the fingertips, pull out and shake it out. One more. Inhale. And grab the tension, drag it down the arm. And down. Now next, you're going to do it without touching the body. So the hand is actually hovering over the chest without touching. And you're going to make circles in front of the chest. Inhale. And then guide the energy with your mind and intention. Just guide the energy down and intention down the arm, down the palm, out the fingertips, pull it out and release. And repeat. Inhale. Circle and exhale. Guide it down and release. Again. Inhale into the chest and guide the chi down. And release. Okay. Now actually do a little comparison. See if you can feel any difference between the left and right. Close your eyes and notice the sensations. Great. And switch sides. Rub the chest. Inhale into the chest. Drag the hand to the shoulder and then down the arm, out through the fingertips, pull out and shake it out. And repeat. Inhale and then drag down. Exhale, shake it out. And again. You can repeat at your own pace, a couple more. And release. And this time, again, with the hand hovering over the chest, so not touching, circling, inhaling. And then sending down the arm to the fingertips, pull out and release. Once more. Repeat at your own pace. Inhale. Guide the energy down. For some of you who are really sensitive, feel free to go really slow too. Take your time. Do one more. And release. All right. So now let's take a seat. And we'll do a couple more exercises, just sitting, and work towards a short meditation to end. Okay, so again, rub your hands together once you're seated. Again, you can sit in a chair or on the ground on a cushion, up to you. And bring the hands apart as you inhale. And bring the hands together towards each other as you exhale. Soften the gaze, soften the awareness, and feel the space in between the palms. If there is a smile available, if you're feeling softer and your face is softer, and if you can smile, do so. Right? The energy in the state of the smile is very healing for the body-mind. Nice. From here, bring the hands towards the chest. And you can come all the way in and touch if you want, or you can stop a couple inches away from the body and then slowly bring the hands away from the body, from the chest. Open it up as wide as you want. As you're doing this, really feel your body and the message that your body is telling you, and move the hands within the range of motion that feels comforting or nurturing to you. So for some people, it might be moving a little closer and just working really close to the body. For some people, you might want to expand really wide, go wide and out, and then come back in. You might not even want to come back that close. Okay, so just really explore the range of motion that feels right for your system, just slowly moving in and out. And then eventually you might find a place that feels the most cozy or comforting. So hold the hands from the chest area, the distance that feels the most easeful and comforting, secure and nurturing. And just pause there. And from here, I'd like you to send a smile, a kind smile into your heart, and greet your own heart. And just meeting the heart, meeting whatever is there. There might be tension, there might be joy, there may be sadness, whatever emotion, whatever sensation is there, just holding it, embracing it, and bringing kindness, care there. And imagine the whole field of awareness, presence, is here with this space in the heart and embracing it. And the whole universe, the whole field is with you in this space. And you are not alone. You are held. And without a desire to change, alter, or fix this space, just meeting it and acknowledging it as it is in the moment, best you can. And if there's a part that's fighting that, and he or she they are welcome here too. And they are also held by this field of awareness and presence. And staying here, resting in that. And just allow whatever needs to happen in the body, in the emotional body, in the mind to unfold as it needs to. Nothing to fix, nothing to change. Just everything as it is. Arising and then resting and returning to its natural state. And we're still here. And you're still held. And we're all still here with you. And again, just noticing that extra presence, the extra awareness that's here with this experience. Nice, and then slowly overlapping the palms and placing the hands gently on the chest, taking a breath there. And then in a nurturing, soft, gentle manner, rubbing and massaging the chest. Taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale, slide the hands down the center line and brush down. Okay, rub the palms together. And give your face a gentle massage. Just rubbing the face down. And then the scalp and the skull. And the back of the skull. And give the neck a little squeeze. Give the chest another rub. Deep breath in. Make a little sound. Rub the belly. Rub the lower back down. Take a deep breath into your lower back. And rub your thighs down. And circle the knees with your hands. Warm up those knees. Especially for those of you who are sitting cross-legged or on a cushion or on the floor. Take care of your knees. Rub them down. Okay, great. Thanks for joining me this morning in the session.